Hello everybody, this is SMK here, and today I wanted to go back to more of a topical commentary, and this is sort of relevant to what's been happening recently with Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, and it's a fairly controversial opinion, but I believe it is the best solution possible to the problem, and I'm just going to lay it out on you guys right now. I believe that custom characters for Ranked, and maybe by extension World Tournament, should be banned. Why do I think this? Well, as we have seen in the last couple weeks with development of, the quote-unquote competitive play and ranked, it's just basically people abusing custom characters and their ability to have whatever moves they want, and combining them in ways developers did not intend. So, God of Destruction's Anger plus Absolute Zero, for example. And these moves were not balanced with the custom characters in mind. They were balanced with the cast characters in mind first. So why do I think they should be banned? It's simply because, by default, custom characters are inherently going to be imbalanced, simply because they can have whatever moves they want. Thousands upon thousands of combinations are possible with them. And that is humanly impossible to balance. And so, nerfing individual moves, the way Dimps has been doing it, as we saw with Xenoverse 1, and as we're seeing with Xenoverse 2 now, as a result of custom characters and people finding stuff and abusing things the way they didn't intend, clearly is just a temporary band-aid, because then, whatever other moves will crop up as problems next, or simply a set of moves will become a bit of a problem to deal with. Not necessarily broken, but just a problem to deal with. And so what the ban solves/addresses is actually threefold here, okay? One, it solves the problem of the game being about ranked being more about who is the most unfair player. Because currently, all the landscape of ranked right now is just who can be the cheapest. It's not about who's actually good at the game. It's about who can be the cheapest. So you just come up with the silliest and most stupid strategy with your custom character, with a set of moves that only you know how to abuse in a way they didn't expect, or that a player doesn't know how to deal with, and you win the game simply because there's no time to adapt to that move set, and it's obviously used in a way that can't be done with a cast character, basically. The second thing that it does, that this ban would do, is that it would force everybody to learn a cast character. Now, your argument might be that, oh, but then everyone's just going to pick Goku or other high-tier, top-tier characters. Well, that's better than custom characters, in my opinion, because then you actually know what you're up against. You actually know, hey, this guy's playing Goku. I know what he has. I know what moves he has. I know how to play against Goku. You could actually learn matchups. It's not just about, trying to guess what a custom character has anymore. Now you actually have a set amount of moves that character has. You can now mentally be aware of, okay, this is Goku, he has this, and this. I can do this, and this. I know what to expect. When you're fighting a custom character, you have no clue what they have unless you take literally 2 seconds or more to scan them with your scouter, which you may not even be able to do anyway, because everyone usually just rushes you, so you don't even get a chance to check what their moves are. So then you're left with just possibly guessing what they have, or getting a brief glimpse, very split-second glimpse, that you may not even notice what they have in time. So that's another reason why it's a good thing, why, banning them would be a good thing. But then the third reason is because not only does it remove Dimps having to balance the impossible of thousands upon thousands of move combinations, but it also means that they would have actually something tangible to balance, which are actual characters. They could actually balance the characters instead of balancing moves. Do you realize how much more humanly possible and logical that is? Balancing individual characters instead of individual moves. Now you're actually talking about something that's tangible. Moves are not really tangible. Moves are just they're in their own little bubble, basically. Whereas with characters, you can actually compare and contrast characters. You can actually say, okay, this character has this ratio of a matchup versus this other character. Why is that? It's because of this individual stats or moves or their strings or their whatever. You know, you can actually pinpoint what makes that character good instead of like, okay, this move is good because it has this, and this. But not only that, but it also works with this move in this way that we didn't intend. We got to fix it. We got to do something about it. We got to blah, 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 blah. But then it has this domino effect of not only affecting the custom character's use of it, but also the cast character's use of it, but not only the cast character's use, but also the player versus enemy use in story mode and parallel quests. So do you see what this does, what this would do? It would be so much better for the game. It would affect everybody in a positive way. The only negative aspect about it is that you wouldn't be able to use your custom character in ranked. But boo-hoo. Boo-hoo. You know, you can play your custom character in player matches and endless battle, and you can do whatever the hell you want in those modes. Those are the modes you can be fun and cheesy and unfair as you want. Ranked is where it should be about skill, not about who's the most unfair, who's the most cheap. And building on that, like I was saying, those cast character moves like God's Destruction's Anger and Absolute Zero, they're balanced with the cast character in mind first. Ice Shenron cannot do any of that abusive crap that a custom character can do. Beerus cannot do any abusive crap with God's Destruction Anger that a custom character can do. When you give those moves to custom characters, they didn't think about, you know, the abusive stuff with that because they balanced them with the cast character in mind first, because that's what's humanly possible. Those moves were made for the cast character first, not the custom character first. But anyway, I digress. This will probably never happen. All I can hope for is that if there's a hypothetical Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3, that maybe this is the direction they'll go in, because this is what most fighting games do when they have custom characters. They don't allow them in ranked. They don't. And it's for this very specific reason why. Because they can have anything that they want, and it's impossible to balance a custom character. Because the custom character really isn't a character. It's anything. It can be anything. So that's why it's not good to have custom characters in ranked in any serious actual skill testing mode. So I realize a lot of you are probably going to disagree with me, and that's fine. That's fine. This is why it's a controversial opinion. But in my opinion, ranked would be 1,000 times better without custom characters. 1,000 times better. And it would teach people how to actually, you know, learn a character, learn fundamentals, you know, get good with a character, and it's not going to devolve to just Goku all the time. It might, but it wouldn't. Believe me, it wouldn't. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say for this video. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. That is what I think of ranked.